Yes, y'all. I'm back with another topic. So, we are living in interesting times, to say the least. And I believe there are a lot of concerns about what is our world going to look like in the next 5 to 10 years. As a mental health professional, as a healthcare professional, it's important to know that we chose our jobs for a reason. Um, I see us as thought leaders. I see us as the type of people who run towards problems to try to solve them. I see this as being germane to my background as being a 911 operator and responding to high stress situations. I believe that was the first job that taught me how to react in a crisis situation, learning to remain calm and steady when others are not. And this is what we were all born for. This is what we were built up to be. I know that burnout can be an issue in this field, or really in any healthcare, first responder, or caregiving type role, nursing, CNAs, LPNs, doctors, PAs, you name it, officers of the law who are responding to issues in the community. You know, the increasing rate of crime, the increasing rate of abuse that occurs within the home, defects workers who are responding to all these calls due to the level of stress that is being pressed down from the top. This is why we are in our profession, so that we can be there when these issues occur. Now, will we always be able to bill insurance for these services? That's a question that's coming up for me. I'm understanding that there may be about 9 million people losing access to healthcare in the coming years. Hopefully, there's a change or some programs, private funded programs, that step forward to assist with, the loss of coverage. And I believe that's where our nation is headed, by the way. I believe everything is going to have to be privatized, especially if the federal government is stepping away from providing a lot of the support. And then some of the states are following suit to step away from providing a lot of the support that people have been receiving over the years. I believe that there is a way, and there probably will be a way to privatize a lot of the resources that people are losing. So if anybody's looking for some business ideas, there you go. There's a lot of people who will need resources, and private funding is going to have to create that or cover that gap. But I do still believe that we are in a recession-proof field, healthcare. I do believe that healthcare is recession-proof, and I do believe that we are here, or we are in this space to continue to be as supportive, as much of a light as we possibly can to the people around us. It's difficult to not worry. I'm literally awake right now at 3:55 a.m. because of worrying. But I believe that concern has pushed me towards finding a solution. But I do believe that on different levels, we have to be a light to those around us, whether it is if you are in leadership and you have to forge a path and show others the way. If you are a one-to-one provider or one to a group of patients provider, and those people are looking to you for assistance and guidance. Wherever you can glean your strength from, do so, because your ability to stay in the fight, your ability to continue to move forward, let others know that there is hope, because if we're together and we're working together for a common cause, there is hope. I did some research prior to the final election day, and I read, well, I love audiobooks, so I used a popular audiobook platform while I was working on documentation one day, and I listened to the author's interpretation of what Project 2025 was going to be. And when I learned of all the things that were planning to be cut, I was flabbergasted, especially some of the departments that have been in place for years for the betterment of our people. However, at the end of each segment, it was long. It took a really long time to get through the whole thing. But at the end of each segment, the response or the encouragement was to find grassroots movements, join those, participate, come together, find like-minded people, speak out, make waves, work together, stay together to solve the problems that would arise as a result of everything that's going on. And so with that bit of information, that level of insight of how to approach some of the concerns that people are facing, mass layoffs, threats of potential shortages in resources, it's important for us to stay grounded, keep our planning hats on, provide as much information as we can, come together when we can, be prepared ourselves so that we're not facing shortages at the same time as those who are dependent upon us or who look to us for guidance. It's important to not operate from a place of lack, but it is highly important to move with intention and to be positive thinking, forward thinking, solution focused in our approach to others and to the community. If you own a private practice already, it's important to understand that your center may be a source of knowledge for the community. It's important to provide as much value as you can to your community, wherever you're located. Free classes, educational materials on display, whatever you can think of. Creating your own content to share with others who may be concerned about where to go and what to do and who to talk to. All of this is important and now and will be more important as the effects of these cuts, tariffs, all the changes, job losses occur. As producers, it's important to point people to solutions that may assist the economy, whether it is working in some of the manufacturing companies that are already in existence. If anyone's looking for a business idea, my idea is that we are moving towards being a country that regains control over the manufacturing, a country of manufacturers. I do believe that we have options and we have solutions at our disposal. It's important to stay abreast of the news and articles and information that, is being provided to us, but not in a way that is interesting to us. A lot of times we find ourselves doom scrolling on any of the talks or the grams and the books. But it's important to every now and again find a page that provides us with forward thinking knowledge. It's important to, like I said in a previous podcast episode, it's important to read articles and surround yourself with knowledge about how the history of our country, how it was built, what does Make America Great Again mean to those who chant it and are creating the policies for it, so that we have a shared meaning of what our future is going to look like and how we can best navigate that as business owners, as providers, as producers. Again, it's always a pleasure to chat with you all, and these are just my thoughts at 3 and 4 in the morning. If you have anything that you would like me to cover, please leave a message in the chat. Feel free to email me at theprivatepracticearchitect@georgiacounseling.net. Bye for now.